friends. Welcome back to the Rohan campaign. It is episode, 29? Possibly? The episode in which we destroy Meridad, the second dadliest dad around. The first, of course, was the Dunlin dad we saw, and we've since dispensed with him, and we've taken up Meridad as our new dad, our stepdad, the dad who is not our true dad, the dad who we will never actually call dad, but we will hold up as a father figure known as a dad. Now, we have a lot of infantry within Isengard, which we will use to pin him down. We're going to use Eomer as the, of course, hammer to our infantry's anvil. Now, there are quite a few troops here that we have to be aware of. For example, these Lancers. I'm sure they're a pain in the neck. We'll have to try to skirmish them as best we can with the Rittermark and the Horse Archers. There are quite a few Spearmen and Pikemen here that we have to deal with. Luckily, the vast majority of their army are indeed Spearmen and Pikemen. So I feel that we may be able to do quite well here. Actually, I would prefer Meridad tried to take Isengard, like he tried to take the walls, because I feel like we would do better in that battle. We have, as I've illuminated previously, we have a number of archer units. I think we can sustain a turn of attrition just to see what Meridad does, because if he tries to attack Isengard, well, he may wipe us on the walls actually with those spears. But then the pikes are useless in a siege battle. Let's take a second look.
There will be much honor in defeating you.
If he attacks the walls, he has no choice but to use the spearmen to take the walls. Okay, yeah, I would much rather he fight a siege battle. So let's just spend a single turn to see what he does. We are currently retraining within Hornburg. Foldberg, I think, is retraining some cav, and Bregnus we're retraining some of these units for. Our good friend Aldwulf, who is now the Chivalrous. Very interesting. In Durwath, Gamling has units to garrison as he continues on. We could recruit, however, an additional unit of militia, and we will do so, as well as some scouts. We'll recruit the scouts for Gamling as we continue on. He's going to have to eventually, potentially, I guess, face off with Bowden here, Captain Bowden. It sounds like I'm saying Bowden, but with like a Boston accent, like Bowden. Or that sounds actually more like Australian. It's me, Frederick Bowden. I don't know, that's a horrible accent. Okay, we'll end the turn here and see what we can do. However, we could spend some gold to build some buildings, but I think we'll actually hold off on that. We'll keep the gold just in case we need to deploy lots of cavalry. Now, we've sent Leonir down into Gondor. I want him to eventually reach Dullum Roth, who I think is like right here, right?
Yes.
He has got a swift steed, so look how fucking fast he moves. He rides like he's got a hot poker under his ass. Now, Leowine, still heading north. This is the old witch realm. Apparently the ring is here. Let's just keep him moving north. We'll eventually bump into those dwarves we need to talk to, and then of course there's some other dwarves. Yada yada yada, we all know this. Let's end the turn. Okay, I actually stepped away momentarily, so I'm not entirely sure what happened in the south here, but I saw that the Gondorians attacked someone. Hirluin the Good, he either attacked or was attacked. More likely he was attacked, and the remnants went into Gind. And I bet you these are the remnants of the army belonging to Captain Bowden, wherever he went. Just making sure he's not hiding in the trees, and it seems he's not. It also seems that Karis is quite weakly defended. So my initial thought was that I would get Gamling to garrison Bregnus while our good friend Aldwulf the Chivalrous marched on, but now I feel it's almost prudent that we get Gamling to attack the village of Gind really quickly, because Hirluin the Good is en route.
Your orders.
Is it possible we... Let's do this. Let's besiege Gind with Gamling.
As you command.
He's going to maintain that siege. That way we can keep Gind within our what would be the it'll be in our sphere of influence, and then we'll grab the infantry. They will arrive shortly. We'll grab these militiamen as well. There we go. So now Gondor can't claim the village, but I'm fairly certain we are defended against any counterattacks. Speaking of, we could... I think what we ought to do is retrain these militiamen, leave the militiamen in Bregnus, and then march on with the remainder of the army. Is that enough to capture Karis? It seems so. They've only got 3 units. Okay, well, in that case, we'll grab Aldwulf. How slow is he with the ballista? That's the difference between... Oh, shit. Let's see. Infantry and ballista. Infantry marching to Karis is 3 turns. Ballista is still 3 turns. So that's not too bad at all. Aldwulf and his 3 units of cavalry can probably... again, hold down the city of Karis without any issues, I imagine.
Yes, my lord.
Because if these 3 units do counterattack us, we can take them out, for sure. Okay, so we'll leave the militia in place. We'll grab everything else. Well, we'll leave the Fort Spearmen and actually grab the powerful militia. We'll grab everything else and we'll march on Karis.
Marching to war.
And the ballista itself ought to be what we need to breach the walls. Now, Swidhelm is a few turns away from garrisoning Bregnus. He's now going to be the lord there. Durwath has a small garrison. Ginird, likewise. What's more expensive, I wonder? The militia are actually more expensive, but we'll get a unit of militia within Ginird. We've got some cavalry for Aelmir. It turns out that... what is his name? Merdad. Merdad is not in the mood to attack us in Isengard, unfortunately. There we go. I'm going to disband some of these weaker units so that we have more room to bring cavalry to bear. There we go. So now we're in a better position to attack Merdad, but not the best position. Okay, we've got some riders in the Hornburg as well. Oh no, Erkenbrand. Yes, he's turned old. He's now 50 years old. Okay, we've got some riders in the fort here who will serve as reinforcements. We're still making a slight profit, and that's sort of how I like to keep it. Durwath now has been repaired. We have a leather worker and a moot hall. I guess that's like a town hall. We've got some roads. What would we need to build here? Some stables, I guess. They're pretty cheap. Garrison quarters. I would actually prefer some garrison quarters. That would allow us to recruit infantry, which is the true force for holding territory, right? Ered Luin prospers. Long has the once great collection of dwarves of Ered Luin simply been bound by memories of a distant past, of glories uncounted, and the greatest smiths to have lived. Okay, even the elves of Mithlond are wary of this newfound power in the west. So I assume this means that the dwarves have reached another level of potential. Maybe now they are able to recruit new units, build new buildings, and the like. We now have a mission to reach out to them, actually, because I guess they're really prosperous. What is this? The remnants of Angmar in Angsul. Look at this. Overlord Agandaur the Merciless. That guy looks fucking terrifying. These are all sorts of new orc units I've never seen. Even in my Mordor campaign, I've never seen these guys.
Yes.
Okay, apparently the dwarves are somewhere over here. Okay, so next turn, Leowine is going to arrive.
Tomorrow's
And we
journey
will
planned out.
open talks with the dwarves. Now,
Yes,
as
my
for
Yes.
Dullum
as you
Roth,
wish. Without question.
I assume very
Yes.
much so that they're on the coast somewhere over here. Here we go. Eastern Belfalas, that's where we
Yes,
need to
my
be.
lord. Without
There's a
question.
fort.
Always happy to deal with you, trusted friends. This proposal
Okay,
is
they
of
want
little interest.
1,000 gold. Let's cut that down to a clean 750. That should be accepted,
This
right?
seems
Okay.
quite good day to you.
There we go. Dullum Roth, very small. Looks like they've actually crossed the river here. They now hold Tirathoros. I don't know if they begin with that or not. Oh, shit. Oh, that's, right. That is actually a Gondorian city. We've got Lynn here, as well as... I'm looking for the capital. Here it is. Dullum Roth itself. Oh, it's on a little outcropping. I'm not... Is this like an Ithsmiths? Is this what you would call that? I'm not sure. But at the very least, we now have maps with Dullum Roth. The Gondorians still... They still refuse.
Yes, my
Maybe, if we're lucky, we can head south and get...
lord. As you wish.
Let's see if
I
we can
shall
be
continue
peaceful with
tomorrow.
the men to the south. We have technically no bone to bear with them, aside from the fact that they are attacking our ally, right? But, I mean, directly, there's nothing going on. Okay, I guess we have no choice but to attack Merdad. I'm looking at the time here. This may be the last thing we do this episode. Hard to say.
As you command.
I think that's enough room for all of our cavalry. We have, what, 8 units here? Okay, we'd have to get rid of 2.
Your will, my lord.
I respect you in battle.
So they have very little defense. They have like 3 armor, 1 point of shield. So these archers are actually quite useful.
My lord.
Let's
Your will,
see.
my lord.
Range, 150 meters. These guys are 130. Okay, let's get rid of the fort archers.
Your will.
Let's compare the farmhand archers. 150. I feel like the Yorling archers are out of the picture here. Although, accuracy low. Accuracy low. Okay, we'll get rid of these 70 guys. And that should give us enough space to then use
Yes, my lord.
our cavalry. Although it looks like Merdad,
Respect you in battle.
he's simply building the equipment needed to assault the walls, but I don't really feel like he's going to do it within a timely manner. So, let's put an end to this. We now have more than enough men, I think, to take on this army. The cavalry will definitely be a deciding factor here, especially with these skirmisher units. Okay, I will see you guys on the battlefield.
Muster your courage, men. We march in.
Well, I think it's going to be tough to skirmish at the beginning here. Well, it's going to be difficult, more so, to utilize our cavalry. We don't actually have as much, actual riders as I probably should have brought. Although I can see all of our missile units being really effective against this army. It looks to me like they're all lightly armored in cloth and the like. The only problem are these cavalrymen. I don't really have a true counter to them aside from our own missile units. I outnumber them. I mean, I could send the skirmishers as well as the horse archers, but that seems like it's overkill. These lancers here, we can probably fend off with our missiles, but they actually look pretty badass. I like them. I like the look of these guys. I like the cut of their jib. So, I think what we ought to do is just go in hot on these dudes. We'll use the skirmishers. There's not really anything to do with the skirmishers. Maybe they can just pick on... not the pikemen. there's very few like medium or heavily armored units in this. Okay, well, here we go. This looks like a target. The general unit ought to do. Let's keep the center of their line busy with our cav, I guess. It's all spears and pikes and the like. That's for sure. Okay, as these troops come in, let's group up the archers, put them... Well, I can't issue any commands yet, but I want the spears in the front. What few spears I have, anyway. And, okay. Let's check out our archers. They're moving in to attack their missile cav. Let's see if we can get... For whatever reason, one of our units has marched forward and the rest have not. Okay, so it looks to me like we're actually doing way better against the enemy than I could have hoped for. Oh, my skirmishers are here too. Well, let's just stick the skirmishers on those mercenaries to begin with. You know what we'll do? Actually, we're going to camp the line a little bit here. Ever so slightly. We're going to put both of our spear units in the front. In the front, yes. Put the swords and axes in the rear. Something like that. And then we want the archers. Yeah, I'll deal with this when all my men are on the battlefield. But it looks like I have more armor than these guys. Like, my missiles are really effective against these dudes, and we're just gonna use the skirmishers. Fuck it, yeah, against those mercenaries. I keep thinking that I want to use them against these horse archers, but that's not the case. Although, having said that, it looks to me like we're actually not doing as well as I'd hoped. So we're gonna, yeah, we'll chase off these mercenaries. We've got Aylmer in place to fend off their archers. Are we doing well here? It's hard to say. I see a lot of dead men. Okay, this unit's down to 46. That one's down to 58. Okay, we are in fact winning. How are my skirmishers doing? They're not doing so well, actually. Let's move them closer. Let's turn off skirmish mode, move them closer. Let's get some real throws in here. That'll do it. Okay, let's check. We are actually taking a shit ton of casualties here. It's like, I feel like it's fated that my horse archers just take huge amounts of casualties every battle. It seems to be the case. Let's just make sure their cavalry is not doing anything. I just want to make sure I don't get pinned down by their infantry, you know, without having done sufficient damage. And yeah, we'll stick these guys over here as well. Like, all of their spears are streaming towards us, so I kind of want to just issue a massive move command, get my army out of there. And we have now destroyed their... Oh shit, I didn't realize that archer unit was firing. We've destroyed their general unit. Let's get Aylmer to take out their archers. We can probably take out those trollmen as well. No, my fucking god. Okay, well,
The enemy general lies dead.
we've taken out the enemy general. Which is great, but it's also annoying that my troops are, you know, moving like groups in Medieval 2 do, and they've attacked whoever they wanted to attack. That's not ideal. Okay, let's set up the spears. We're gonna have to make a stand here. May as well get some shots off with the archers before we go. Looks like the skirmishers have dealt many a blow to those mercenaries, and we need to get into range of those horse archers again and wipe them the fuck out. Okay, well, I see. We were out of missiles, so now we've just charged into... We've just charged into them. Great. Alright, well, that's certainly something. Let's get Aylmer to... Oh, shit. Let's get the skirmishers out of there, actually. Let's get Aylmer to wipe out those archers. We'll get my riders to wipe out those trollmen. And let's look at the infantry situation. Oh, fuck. Those, And the enemy infantry is apparently much quicker than I anticipated. Let's set up a really quick line here. Yeah, I fucked up the infantry side of this battle pretty hard. Although it looks to me like it's just pikemen that's mostly facing off here. Let us get the skirmishers involved. Our horse archers still taking on their horse archers. We need to be closer, though. And, oh shit. My Rohan spearmen being charged by those Southron lancers. I want all of my spearmen to take on their lancers. I want my infantry to get into a long line to take on those pikes. And these axemen to come around on the flank, I guess. I just want my my archers, rather, not to be charged by anything. Actually, let's get the archers to immediately fire on those pikes. So we have engaged the enemy infantry, and I'm hoping we ought to be able to take out some of this infantry with our archers and our missile units. What is this? Spearmen, pikemen? Okay, let's get this unit out because I know they're going to attack. Let's pull Aylmer out. It seems to me he's taking too many casualties, and then we'll just get these guys to skirmish wherever possible. Okay, so what's happened here is the Southron Lancers have broken. They've charged my spears. Looks like we actually took quite a few casualties there. And now we are engaging those pikes. Let's flank them and break them. If they come at us piecemeal like this, we should be able to handle them. We are now firing those missiles at those pikes. Hopefully that'll be good. And we just got to throw some arrows at these trollmen. Apparently they're heavy infantry. And that seems to be the case. Let's charge them with Aylmer. We'll get the Rohan riders up to deal with those lancers, if at all possible. And then we need to get these archers dealing with... Oh my fucking god. What has happened here? How is it my skirmishers have... Did they charge into those pikes? Did they get charged by pikes? I'm not sure. Oh, they're not skirmishing. That is my own fault. Well, we have now broken the pikes that have come to deal with us. We are attacking some spears here. Where are my fort? Oh, that's my fort axeman right there. Okay. Let's move these swordsmen up. Like so. Get these dudes lined up. Okay, I'm trying to I'm trying to handle this. I feel like I'm not doing very well. Our archers, though, are not firing, it seems, at anyone. And Aylmer is... Oh my god, those fucking horse archers are still alive. Aylmer has not done well enough against those trollmen. Let us pull back. And we're going to use these riders to deal with anything that breaks. We'll put them on the flank here. And I want Aylmer on the flank. I cannot believe that about my... those fucking skirmishers. I fucked that up so bad. Okay, we'll actually hold on to them somewhere over here. I want my horse archers to deal with those trollmen. Or those Haradrim spears. It doesn't necessarily matter. I just want them to cause some casualties. Now, this is some Rohan spearmen that are about to be charged by some fucking spearmen as well. That's not ideal. Let's countercharge. Okay, I want these two units to attack. Okay, it looks like my archers are just firing at whoever they please. And there are the Southron Lancers. Okay. Let's see if we can bog them down with our riders. Ooh, we flanked those pikes really beautifully. We gotta flank these spears as well. Oh man, those Southron riders are, they're not, the Southron Lancers, rather. Looks like they're not willing to play. They're not willing to play. Okay, we've got Aylmer free now. Let's get him up there. I've got my skirmishers free. They're ready to break up some infantry as well. Let's grab my archers and have them fire at the pikes. Shit, my fucking riders of Rohan have been... I thought those pikemen were breaking, but apparently they reformed just in time. Which is annoying as fuck. I want my spears on the flank where those Southron guys are. The Lancers. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Our skirmishers have been... Oh my god, they've been attacked by those lancers. I didn't notice that. They were moving. Okay, let's attack... no, let's be very careful to attack those guys. We've got Aelmir here. Maybe he can break the pikes. I want my horse archers fucking skirmishing at all times. Let's just leave them sitting. Hopefully they don't charge anything unnecessarily. Okay, unfortunately we are getting bogged down in those pikes. Let's be careful. I want to take out those raiders. We're going to move up with our infantry. Like so. We want to be attacking whatever the fuck this is right here. This big-ass mob. Aemir hopefully is going to break. Shit, we've got those trollmen to deal with as well. What's going on here? Why are we taking casualties? I guess it's because of the pikemen? Because they're pikemen? Probably, I guess. Let's actually pull this unit back. Yeah, I want my archers in guard mode attacking those raiders. I don't want them firing at will. Let's see, what's going on? My skirmishers have broken the lancers. Let's take them out. And kill as many of them as we can. Okay, we're doing well. I think we're doing well here. The trollmen have, unfortunately... Oh man, the pikemen are apparently pretty resilient to the cavalry charges. Yeah, they're not about to break. Let's charge these trollmen in the rear. Oh my god, what is happening here? The Southron pikemen have just pulled through my lines, and they're a bit of pain in the ass, to be honest. Okay, let us fire at these Haradrim. The Haradrim Cube. Let's build a new infantry line. There we go. I want my riders attacking that unit of troll men or whatever the fuck they are. And let's get my horse archers. I don't want them off the field. Let's get them with the skirmishers. There we go. And now we have missile superiority. We have cavalry superiority. And we just have to deal with these fucking pikes. Let's actually shoot them. There we go. So we've broken all of these pikes. We've broken these trollmen. Let's quickly run them down. And actually, let's... I apologize for all the pausing. Let's rebuild this line. Get the spears on the flank. The Fort Axemen on the flank. And we should be good. Let's use these riders while we're at it to chase off these archers. And we'll grab Aelmir. No, we'll get Aelmir to hide behind our motherfuck. Just charge the archers only. Our archers are going to charge, or rather fire at that Southron warband, whatever the fuck that is. I think it's spears. Yep, definitely is. These archers still fighting. We've got all of our cav here, and they are going to just move away for now. Okay, Aelmir is behind our lines, fighting those routing Haradrim spearmen. Our riders are taking on those archers. Our archers are taking out their warband. We're causing, I can hear it, just casualty after casualty. We really need to take out these pikes, though, because they're apparently a bit of a bitch. Let's charge out. Oh my god. Apparently we've been attacked on the flank by some spearmen there. Okay, our riders are apparently struggling with those fucking archers. Let's charge these other ones. There we go. We can just cycle charge, I guess. We just broke those Southron warband. And I'm hoping to break those pikes as well. There we go. Okay, we'll just redraw the line. And yeah, I want these spearmen like up here. There we go. Let's get Aelmir to take out those dudes. We'll get the Fort Axemen again on the flank. Okay, I think we're managing all right. Let us use our missile units to take out whoever is routing this way, I guess. All of these dudes. Our riders are maybe taking fire, actually, from our archers. Entirely possible. And we'll just hold fire for now. Let's just use these guys to take out these warband and the archers. I just don't want the warband, you know, reforming. Okay, we can fire at those spearmen there. Let's mob them. Let's not engage those spears, though. Let's go after these guys that are... routing, please. What are you doing, please? Stop engaging. Oh, God. There we go. Are we taking him out? We are. Definitely Eomer has done his duty as well. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to retrain all of our cav after this as well. Shit. Every time. Okay. We're doing well, I think.
Victory will be ours.
We are doing well. Let's reform our cav detachment. Our archers are letting loose on this mass of dudes. These Haradrim spearmen. Yeah, they're taking casualties. They are broken. Okay. Let's spring in there. Who are we fighting and why? Okay, we're just cutting men down. For a second, I thought these guys reformed. I was thinking, like, nope, let's not do that. And let's fire at these spearmen if they're still rocking it. That is to say, if they're not broken. Okay, I think we've done really well this battle. It's just a matter of running dudes down now. And all we got to do is just, well, no, we're not going to charge those pikemen. We've just got to deal with whatever's still alive. I don't imagine... No, my fucking God. I don't imagine that there is much... Okay. What the fuck? Why are all my men down here? What has happened? Oh, I see. That's because there were some pikemen. I initiated that attack. That's right. Okay, my archers are now in position. I think it's just a matter of breaking, what, this last unit? No, they're still alive. Or rather, no, they are broken. So, the question is, then, who is still alive? Is it these pikes? I guess so. Let's hit them with the archers. Yeah, let's just avoid getting attacked by those pikes, though. While we can. Okay, we lost 14% of our army, which is, like, dick all. And as soon as we destroy these pikes, we will have won, I imagine. They're just getting shredded by the archers. Which is, you know, to be expected. They didn't even outfit these guys with shields. They didn't take a page out of the Macedonian playbook and arm these guys properly. Okay, we won. Well, I think that's essentially the end of the episode. Let's just take a look at the aftermath, and then we will, yeah, I guess, end the episode. Amazingly, we captured 6,000 gold worth of troops there. I guess it was all of those spearmen. We've sacked their camp. They've been routed.
Yes, my lord.
And now we can do the usual...
Your orders, my
putting cav in forts and whatnot.
No further, my lord.
Grab these guys, merge them up, disband
Orders, my lord.
all of these units, I guess. So there we go. We've garrisoned Isengard pretty well. We can probably retrain all of them and eventually recruit them. It won't be long until we can recruit more professional troops there. Likewise in Foldberg, we can get some... let's leave the riders. We'll just retrain what we have.
Your will, my lord.
And I suppose that's essentially it. We just need some more troops for Gnird, so it's not being captured by the Dunlendings. Let's just put some... Oh shit, they could attack us next turn, actually.
Yes, my lord.
And I don't really have much of anything to reinforce Gnird.
Your orders.
Well, I suppose
Orders.
Eomer and these troops could eventually
Yes,
do it.
my lord.
Your will, my lord. Orders, my lord. My
Okay,
lord.
let's put Aomer
Your
in
orders,
Ginneard.
my lord.
There we go. Now we have garrisoned it,
Submitting our
and
forces.
we should be
Orders, my lord.
impervious to assault. Now we've set up 2 further attacks on Enedwythe. I could use, if at all possible, some more spies, but we do have that max agent limit. So let's just quickly look around for... Okay, we're building a smoking house in Tirith Anduin. We've got one. I feel like I do this every fucking episode, actually. So you know what? I'm going to say thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Felt very productive this time, and I certainly enjoyed it. Hope you did as well. As always, my name is Incoherence. This has been another episode of the Rohan campaign, playing Divide and Conquer, a submod for the Third Age. Yeah, I guess I will see you guys on Friday.